Good evening, everyone. I'm back. It's that time. It's that time again. And let's do this. So, welcome along, everyone, to my channel. I'm Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? Most of all, hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone is well. So let's get straight to it then. So, for tonight's menu, is something a little different, which I've not even run until now. Which what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be opening the lobby at 6:30 in the UK, with some sprint racing action, practice them race in the GR1s. That, of course, was the category that I'd not even run in my open lobby racing just yet, as having run the GR3s, the GR4s, GR2s, Mazda Roadster touring cars, as well as the go-karts. So the GR1s, obviously they're just a totally different gravy for sure. And I hope everyone's doing good. So let's get straight to it then. So obviously good to have a bit of a week off for streaming, other than just do the put up a certain video on my YouTube of my daily race, obviously. Doing some rallying for a bit of fun, as I thought, why not? Other than that, we'll just get into the little pieces. Alright, so what do we know then, from anyone? What do we know whilst I've been away for a week of streaming, other than just to do some rallying? Obviously, not new from my end, other than just went out to the park for what is the charity football match. You have three mental health organisations, and obviously you're remembering the one person in particular who I know, who left us 4 years on this occasion, and regards and thinking of the family and friends on this occasion. So it's just things literally just like gone so fast. It feels like even yesterday, like when something when something like that happens, and then you just want to just do what's the best for yourself, and just enjoy every minute of like it's the last. And obviously that of course, yeah, it's crazy like how times have flown there for sure. And of course to get the community together, just have a nice day out in the sunshine, playing some football. Although I was going to play some football, but I was just a bit came from a night shift, and I was just a bit tired. But obviously, I've done some things. So what's going to happen is that we're going to be starting off the open lobby racing at Spa in the GR1s, practicing the race. BOP's on, lap count set to 5. I think we're good on that one. So you would also do need to have racing softs, obviously. Racing softs are on this occasion, so therefore you get maximum grip. And everything else is just spot on, really. Spot on. So it's 6:30 in the UK now. So let's head off and open the lobby in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lobby's open. And for this occasion, I thought, may as well go for the Audi R18 2016, which of course, as it turns out, it's the car to use, having previously been dominated by the Porsche 919 hybrid. So I thought I'll just give the Audi a run, which ever since, well, there have been enough updates in the past in plenty of occasions, then it's literally, just to change the dynamic of which vehicle you feel good in and so. But so we've got Storm in. Welcome along, Storm. Nice to see you. Hope all is well. So we'll just wait for a few more people and then see where we go from there. So, and of course, I'm really excited to go and get some speed down on the Kemmel Straight and everywhere where you could feel the amount of downforce you have underneath you, and then just have that fundamental trust with those. As long as you're clean and respectful. We've got somebody joining in. Welcome along to the Italian Ingo. Yep, nice to see you, mate. Nice to see you, Storm. So we also got somebody. We've got King Lech, and E-Rank, obviously. And we've got Didvi Shift, and that is Swifty. And welcome along, Swifty. Nice to meet you, buddy. And we've got Storm in the Hyundai. Oh, Ian goes left. So, another person, of course. Oh, Swift is left. Alright, no problem. Which in that case, I do need to change onto the racing stuffs, which I have done. And we've got Jorge in. Welcome along, Jorge. Bit too deep on the corner. Bit too deep on the brakes. Just got to have that trust underneath you with the downforce and etc. So we've got Fittipaldi in. Welcome along, Fittipaldi. We've got LFC Ben in the lobby. Welcome along, LFC Ben. So let's go and say hello to Spin. So we've got 6 of us in so far. Yeah, do your best, buddy. By any means, as long as you're clean and respectful, that's all that matters to me. Especially when you have the amount of horsepower and downforce on these GR1 cars, the Le Mans prototype cars. You're just going to have to use your reflexes like a cat. Because obviously it takes a very little time, to avoid it. If you make one mistake, then obviously you want to be sure that you just want to do the best job you can and then Obviously, I haven't run this on the wheel in an open lobby until now. So obviously there's 6 of us in. So I'll put out the message if there's nobody around, mind you, that racing soft tyres BOP is on, which is what I'm going to put on the chat. So we have got spinning the Nissan R92CP. So I'm going to put the message out. Race starting. We'll give it 6 minutes. We'll give it 6 minutes. And Swift is back in. So we've got Ralph in. Ralph is in the lobby. Jorge is left. So there's plenty of spaces. Oh, LFC Ben's left. So I'll just get that one lap in at least, and then we'll have a look and see who's in which car. So I can get it off first gear from a standing start. Welcome along, Ben. Oh, your game crashed. No problem, buddy. We'll wait for you. We'll wait for you. It's one of them, isn't it, where when you have a game crashing in, that's the last thing you need. But and obviously with a few people in there so far, then we'll just have to see how it goes. Obviously feedback's more than welcome, having previously run the GR2s, GR3s, GR4s, go-karts, Mazda Roadster touring cars, Formula cars, obviously. And then we're also got GR1s on this occasion. But I'm yet to run the Super Formulas. That's the one thing that's missing left in my mind, or what I'm left to run in this game. Oh, I did rally as well. I did rally once, and Red Bull Junior. Yeah, by any means, do your best in the GR1s, and that's all that matters, regardless. And obviously, a lot of people like the GR3s, the GR4s, and obviously, I like driving them myself. But then again, it's just driving something a little different, which is another thing I have to do for sure. When that people have their own skills and the strengths and the weaknesses on which car they're good in, car category they're good in. So it's just what's important also is just the respect that you want to showcase on the track, but as well as off it. So therefore, it just gives plenty of other people a more pleasant gaming experience in that sense. So we'll get ourselves we've got ourselves a lap in at least. So let's have a look at who we've got on the track. So we have got London Norm in the Hyundai. And we've got Spinner in Nissan. And we've got Kinglage. And we've got Swifty in the McLaren. And we've got Ferenik in the Toyota GR010. And then we've got Max. And there's myself, James West. So yeah, whilst we wait for Ben to go and rejoin back in, whilst he's going to give it a go. He's jumping back on, no problem. So before we get the race underway, so please be civil and respectful to other races and have fun. Shouldn't be too long, hopefully, from Ben's side. Whilst we'll wait for Ben to join, then I'll go for a quick toilet break and I'll be back very shortly. So it'll be 2 secs. Alright, Ben's back in. Nice one. Good timing. So, race started soon, everyone. And have a good race. Good luck. And let's have a clean race as well. And before we start the race, and obviously James West is left, and obviously just leaves 7 of us, obviously. If you accidentally knock someone off and you feel it's your fault, just where you can, pull over to one side and give the place back to the person you make contact with. Failing to apply that principle will just be a simple booting. Even though, bearing in mind, these cars in the GR1 are a lot quicker in terms of the amount of horsepower, braking stopping power, and so on. And we got somebody joining in, of course. So we'll just see if that person's ready. And it's the Thai driver. Welcome along, Liffy. Just wait to see if he finishes initializing. And then we'll be good to get the first race under the way. And we've got another person joining in too. Whoever that might be. Ah, James West is back in. Fair dues. Fair dues. Ready up, lads. Ready up, you two. You ready, James? We're good to go. There we go. Let's get this first race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Handbrake or foot brake, whichever you prefer, has got a good start with false start check on. So let's do it. And Storm with a wicked start. Flat out through Eau Rouge, then through Radion, and onto the Camel Straight. And Storm with that straight light speed. Heavy braking onto the chicane. Have that trust with the four-wheel drive system from the R18 Quattro, obviously. Don't want to overtake him there. Oh, it's going to be a last of the brakes. No, you're alright, buddy. I'm very wary of the straight line speed of that Hyundai. Having seen what the Hyundais were capable of on the straight in one of the daily races from the other week at the Nürburgring in the GR1s. So we've got Storm leading the race, with myself in second, Max in third, Spin in fourth, Ferenek in fifth, LFC Ben in sixth, James West in seventh, and Swifty in eighth. He was in third at one point, but something's happened. Unless somebody mentioned something. Thought I had him. Nope. Another time. Another time. Around the outside goes Danny C for the lead. The four-wheel drive system just kicked in, yo. Get in. Get in. Building up quite a gap now in this sector alone. Wonder if Storms had made a mistake somewhere. Increasing the gap now. Only places where Storm can make up some time is the straights, especially in sectors 1 and 3, whereas in sector 2 the Audi is pretty strong. I can definitely get it into the under 2 minute mark. So I've got a couple of people joining in. They'll be in for the next one. Welcome, welcome. Told you getting into the under 2 minute mark. So we're on the last lap now. 7-second gap between myself and Storm. Although he may be closing with the long straight suburb, which is benefiting the Hyundai that he's running. Oh, no, no. All right, keep it on. Get it back on. I had a 10-second gap, but then had a moment. Kept it. Got it back on the right direction. Around the final corner, and Danny C takes the win. Get in there, Danny. Well done, everyone. Storm comes home in second. Ferenc in third. The Max in fourth, LC Ben in fifth, Spin in sixth, and Swifty in seventh, James West in eighth, and Leaf the only one to retire from this race. So grab the replays if you want them, as I'm going to go through the clarification of the race results, with myself taking the win with a fastest lap, Storm in second, Ferenc in third, Max in fourth, LFC Ben in fifth, Spin in sixth, Swifty in seventh, James West in eighth, and there's only Liv the only one to retire from this race. So let's head off to the next track then. LFC Ben's left, no problem. Thank you very much for joining, Ben. If that's you done, have a great evening, whatever you're up to. So we've got Sativ is initializing. Now that I've won the race, so I get to choose the track. And we're going to head off to Le Mans. We're off to Le Mans and do 3 laps. But it's a good job I've saved their settings, because as we've got some people, and poor choice of car by me, I'm in the VR and this car has no mirrors. That's the thing with having seen some people use the VR, especially I know somebody who runs a VR in cockpit view, and obviously you cannot see a lot of it out of the prototype cars, which obviously it's close enough. It gives you that close feel factor, the factor of driving a proper racing car. Do you know what I mean? So then you can't see much. You can't see much of it out of the windows, which is the nature of it, really, I guess. But we've still got to Alexander still initializing. He has joined, so let's go to Le Mans. It's not a bad car, though, the R18, because I just like feel confident to walk through the corners, etc., etc. So until we get to some people that'll be choosing something a little different, probably going to be Group C, I would imagine, because of the long straights, especially them chicanes, of course, which obviously makes up the ground on some. LFC's back in. Welcome back. Welcome back. He's coming for some more racing. Okay, so might go for the Nissan. Oh, you're having shifter problems? No way, no way. I was wondering what was going on, and then obviously I would assume that, well, it's probably the strength of the way that it's going. So, can the time switch to evening? I can switch it to evening if that's what you're after, buddy. Not a problem at all. I'll switch it to evening. Variable time set to 3. Because sometimes when you change the tracker, then it just gets into afternoon for some reason. But then the only way to do it is just to manually input it in. No problem. No problem. So we're going to go out. Obviously, there's a couple in the Nissan. And there's some of the... no Nissan. There's some of the Toyota, some of the Audi, some of the Hyundai. Going to put the message out. Race starting in... We'll give it 6 minutes. Yet to choose a car. What shall I go for? Might as well just go for the Toyota. I'll go for the Toyota GR010 Hybrid. Lost it. And we're back up and running. The main strength with this car is that straight line speed, and the only issue with it is that it lacks downforce because from 2021 onwards, obviously, well, the World Endurance Championship FIA organisation have come up with the Le Mans hypercar project, which obviously allow more manufacturers to participate in that category, and from the moment of they've entered the scene, then you have the likes of Toyota, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Alpine, and there's a few other manufacturers that are coming. There's a few more coming in 2027. So 2027 would be, for me, the peak of racing in the era with the internal combustion engine being around on that time. Before, who knows what the future might hold with the amount of electric vehicle conversions that are coming into the picture, which is a sad sight, really. So right now we just want to make most of our time. Anybody who's been into that sort of stuff, there, just enjoy it while you can. Like I said, that's because technology becomes more complex and more eco-friendly in that sense. And there's Johnny. Johnny's in the lobby. Welcome along, Johnny. Got close enough to a full lobby, I believe. Oh, we have a full lobby. I'm not too sure until I have a look. got Paris saying good evening, wherever Paris is. We've got Gabby McRae. We'll just come out of there and we've got a full lobby already. Did not expect that. Thank you very much for those who are just jumped into the lobby and to go and have some fun in the open lobbies. And anybody new to the channel, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see some open lobby racing action as well as my league racing ventures. So let's have a look at who got out of the track. So we've got Ferenic in the Toyota in the Bentley livery. We've got Swifty in the McLaren, Spin in the Audi. And we've got Satif in the Porsche. And we've got Alexander in the Ferrari livery on the Audi. And now let's see Ben in the Audi. I'm Jules in the Porsche, the pink Porsche. I've got Elnita in the Penske Porsche livery. And there's Larry in the Toyota. Johnny in the Hertz Jota Toyota. And there's myself, Storm, Perry's, Max, James West, Gabby, chilling the pits. So, a full lobby, thank you very much once more. And as always, please be civil and respectful to other racers and have fun. So we're just getting into a 3-lap sprint race. Obviously, no qualifying, just enough practice and then race, which is all I could do for this evening, I'm afraid. In that case, have a good race. Good luck, everyone. And let's have a clean race. So, good luck to those who are taking part on this one, as we're about to get the second race of the evening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Well, that's just the way it is. The grid set. Well, let's see, Ben got off to a slightly better getaway. And Johnny's up into third. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. Obviously, Ben's off to a flyer there in the Audi. And there's only me who could catch up in the Toyota with its straight line speed. So I've got the LM Le Mans Prototype 1 versus the LM Le Mans Hypercar in first and second. LFC Ben with a half-second penalty to his name. Which is unfortunate, but although I'm still making up a load of time with the that straight line speed this Toyota has. Just got to be mindful through Indianapolis. Ooh, I had a moment there. Kept it out of the barrier. Kept it out of the barrier. So Ben serves his half-second penalty for track limits. I would assume if that's what led him to half-second penalty. And Johnny's left. Something's happened. Hope he's all right. And Ben's right behind me. Whoa, that was close. And that's gifted the lead to Ben. Elton Hankinson's in. And he's left. The Toyota of the Spaniards. So the gap is 3.2, which is all I need to try and catch up to Ben if I were to push for the win, as he's leading the race with myself in second in two separate cars. And then we've got Larry in the Toyota in third, Max in fourth, Storm in fifth, Swifty in sixth. And then we've got Ferenik in seventh, we've got Paris in eighth, which is your top 8 order at the moment. I've got Larry with a 1 second penalty. Oh my, you have to feel for the Spaniard. Well, somebody's on and off there. Must have been a lap ago when somebody beached themselves into the gravel. So around the Ford chicane, we've got LMC Ben taking the win for Audi at Le Mans, allowed to settle for second in the Toyota. Grab the replays if you want them. I'll save this one actually. And we've got Beckus in. Welcome along, Beckus. So we've got LFC Ben taking the win with myself in P2 with the fastest lap to my name. Lara in third, Max in fourth, Swifty in fifth, Ferenik in sixth, Paris in seventh, Storm in eighth, El Nita in ninth, James Weft 10th, and Jules 11th, Savti in 12th, Gabby in 13th. I've got Spin in 14th, and there's only Johnny and Alexander that only wants to retire from this race. So do you want to choose the track for us, please, Ben? No problem. Nürburgring Grand Prix it is. Put 5 laps on. We're going over to a different track here, buddy. We're just going to go over to Nürburgring. And it's a good job we got the lobby settings saved. And we're just going to set it to evening, of course. Maybe. We could get some rain. See if anybody's up for a wet race. I don't even mind, in all honesty. But if they like it dry, then they like it dry. So just leave it for this one. Unless we go over to a certain track where it does have that wet weather capacity. So let's get this practice either way. So race starting. I'll give it 7 minutes. And I'll get back in the Audi. And Shocky's in. Welcome along, Shocky. Nice to see you, my brother. I hope you're well. And I hope all is well from your end too. And for those who don't know Shocky, he has a channel on Twitch. For those who have Twitch, go and check him out. He does open lobbies as well as some league race adventures, obviously. So Shocky's your guy to go and check out on that. So oh, this car just likes to snap him when you try to carry a bit more speed on, or even get the lines untidy. Yes, Shocky, welcome along, buddy. I hope you're well. Hope I'm not in somebody's way. We've got Senzer. Bonjour. Yeah, do your best, buddy. As long as you're clean and respectful, that's all that matters. Obviously, I did see something kicking off, which obviously, although that person said sorry, and obviously the other person losing it, just keep your head down, just keep calm, guys. It's just a game at the end of the day. Then, as long as you give the place back to the person you made contact with, even if you get your braking wrong, and therefore that you had to give the place back and where you can. So therefore that you've showcased your sportsmanship on the track as well as off the track. Even if you say sorry to somebody, even if I make contact with someone, even if it's accidental, I'll just give up and not worry about where I finish at the end, even in a fun lobby race. May as well get another lap in, and Storm's back in. And he's left as well. Fair enough. And now I see Ben's topped the timesheets after I've set my time. And let's have another look of who I got out of the track. So LFC Ben's sticking with the Audi as of from the last race. And there's Becca's in the Audi. And we've got Lara in the Audi R18 2011 model, losing it on the hairpin. And there's Veronique in the Toyota. I'm Jules in the Porsche. And there's Yandiman in the Porsche. With Elnita in the Porsche as well. There's Gabby in the Audi. And Sativ Nude in the Porsche 980. And there's Senteza in the Toyota TS 050, I think it is. Yep. And there's Shocky also in the Porsche. And there's myself in the pits chilling along. We've got EGA Racer, who's just jumped in. So we'll get this third race on the way. So have a good race, everyone. Best of luck. And of course, have a clean race and be very mindful where you're... yes, I've not been practicing much. Well, I do a little bit of practice from a few weeks ago in the BTCC, but at some point I'll be doing some BTCC practice at some point, probably at some point this week, and behind the scenes, shall we say, in that sense. And other than that, we'll see how many show up on the occasion, just in the one make series, obviously, for Jimmy Codger's British Touring Championship, and go from there. So obviously we've got Andre, who's entered. So good luck, everyone, as we're about to get this third race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And be very careful where you're braking into turn 1, as it is a very tight corner for sure. So, but yeah, definitely get some more practice on the belt for the BTCC at some point, probably this week, Thursday evening, I'm guessing. We'll see what happens. Right, so let's get this third round underway. Grid start while 4-star check is on. Use your handbrake or your foot brake, whichever you prefer. Good luck, everyone. Got off to a wicked start there from my side. Oh, got a bit wide there. So we've got LFC Ben leading the race with myself in second, Shocky in third. Keeping it planted on the road best I can. So far so good. And it's an Audi 1-2, so far so good. A couple of laps left. keep it within the tarmac. Ben taking a wide line there, and I'm purple in this sector. So the pressure is on for P1. And I've set the fastest lap of the race. Lars left the room, so I got some that's coming and going in the middle of the race. Another fastest lap coming my way. Another fastest lap coming my way, unless Ben nicks it. Oh! Don't want to hit you there, buddy. Felt like I got a wicked drive through the chicane, but then I felt like just don't end up into a bit of a tap, because otherwise I could end in tears. So I did right to back off a moment when I felt like I was gonna hit Ben, but we're on the last lap now. We're almost there. And he's feeling the pressure also. Oh, bit of an oversteer moment through that. Looks like Ben has this one covered unless he makes a mistake. Just gotta keep piling the pressure the best I could. But we're in the last corner now as LFC Ben once more takes the win at the Nürburgring Grand Prix layout. GG, buddy. GG. I was literally all over you, but then I just had to concede and fight for another time. Do you know what? I'm liking the driving. I'm liking the fact that I'm having so much fun in the GR1s, especially that's got a lot of downforce as well as the amount of stopping power that goes into these monsters and so on. Now with Shockey in the non-Audi in third, Becker's in fourth. So grab the replays if you want them, and we'll go over to the clarification. As LEC Ben takes the win with a fastest lap to his name. I take Danny C in second, Shocky in third, Becca's in fourth, Andre in fifth, Yanderman in sixth, Gabby in seventh, El Nita in eighth, Jules in ninth. There's only La, EGA Racer, Satif, Ferenik, Sensio, Sadezada in fourth. The only ones to retire from this race. Yeah, that was a good race, and do you want to choose the track for us once more, Ben? Unless you would like to pass it on over to someone. Up to you. Someone else could pick. Who wants to choose? Who wants to choose the track? Shocky, do you want to choose the track for us, or somebody could has chosen? Never mind. No problem. It is no problem at all, I should say. So we're off to Kyoto. Probably get another race or two in at least. Where's Kyoto? Kyoto. On there somewhere. There we go. So it'll be this layout, obviously. And we say them. Only thing I have to do too is set it to evening, and we are good to go over to the next race, starting in 6-7 minutes. No problem, Elizabeth. No problem, Shocky, if that's you done, and thank you very much for joining. And I'll catch you on the next one, if that's you done. Oh, is he still there? We'll give it 7 minutes. Hello, Louis. Welcome along, buddy. Welcome along. Nice to meet you. I hope you're well, my friend. And I hope all is well from your end too. Oh, no problem, Ben. Thank you very much for joining. Great racing with you, and have a great evening, whatever you're up to. And most of all, look after yourself. So yeah, that's but look, so depending how the situation goes, probably going to make this my last one. Looking on the time, I'm afraid. So let's make it a good one. This is the last race of the stream, as I got to get on with other things, of course, I'm afraid. So in that case, good luck to those who are taking part of this one. So anyone new to the channel, smash that like button, or anybody that's lurking, whoever's watching on the background, very much appreciated the support. And if you want to see some open lobby racing in any car category, depending what I come up with, and of course the league race adventures, sometimes daily races, even if they interest me, then by any means that will feel free to drop us up. Very much appreciated. Every little bit helps. It's just like this car, the Audi, I just feel more glued when it comes to, you know, when you don't have that many straight line speeds, obviously, you just feel connected with its four-wheel drive system. And luckily because I rode two cars, crazy, believe it or not, then Obviously, I got one that's front wheel drive and I got one that's 4-wheel drive as well. So it's just it's about adaptability, isn't it? When you have to adapt to your driving style, going from one car that's only front wheel drive to what is 4-wheel drive on the other car, which obviously, luckily for me, I've been into that sort of stuff for a long time, and therefore that I was able to showcase the experience of or what I can deal with still to this modern world we live in. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Obviously, looking on my time now, that I'm going to make this the last one, I'm afraid, because I've got to go and get on with other things. So I'll be probably do a practice lobby for the BTCC for those that are only in for the GB Codgers British Touring Car Championship, which of course I'll let them know for those who are involved in it. So obviously, probably go behind the scenes a bit to make appearance a bit in some of the daily races, or even a short or whatever, depending what I come up with. So, but we'll see what happens on this occasion. But regardless, Shocky, thank you very much for joining. Very much appreciated support as always on your appearances. So we've got. Ball goes in the Porsche. And I've got TCM Louis in the Hyundai. And there's Storm in the Hyundai. And there's Beckus in the Audi. And there's Felix going off into the grass. There's myself, BN, Danny C, Andre, Alex, in the pits chilling. I thought for a moment this was my my monster livery on Alex's car. I know it's somebody else's design, because I designed those monster liveries myself. Nice one, Shocky. Nice one. I'll give this a quick refresh on the phone. So we may as well just get this race underway with the 9 of us in. Obviously, we had a full lobby with those racing at Le Mans, which of course it makes sense to me because it's a prestigious motorsport event, along with the Monaco Grand Prix, which is happening this Sunday and this weekend, of course, at the Principality. And we're also got the Indianapolis 500 along with that as well. So it's a question of who's going to come at the top on those big motorsport events for sure. Which in that case, I'm going to put the message out to say that we are going to have a good race, wishing them the best of luck, hoping we have a clean race as well, as we're about to get this last race underway, which is all I got for time for, I'm afraid, unless somebody's joining in, whoever that might be. Got the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman's in. Welcome along, Boogeyman. We'll start it soon, buddy, so ready up whenever you are, as we're about to get this last race underway, I'm afraid. So, let's get this last race underway. No interruptions, hopefully. Unless somebody wants to race. Say so. Oh, Storm's left. Oh, no, Storm. If that's what you're doing, then thank you very much for joining. Regardless. Anyhow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Off to a flying start there. Bit slow off that corner, having gone a bit wide there and having to lift. Oh! Reflexes like lightning, just having to make a quick decision as to go whether to go left or right. But that was literally close to rear-ending to the back of somebody. So we've got the Spaniard leading with Andrea in second, myself in P3. The Portuguese going way wide there. Oh no, that's the leader! No, that's the leader who had a moment. So sorry to see that, buddy, but it's not over yet. More opportunities will come, I'm sure of that. Oh, you have to feel for the Spaniard because Luis was leading until that happened. A bit of rally crossing over them curbs. Come on. So Felix is left. No problem. Let's see if I can get into the 19s if I can. As we're on the last lap. Probably not after that moment in the first corner. But I'm still holding on to P2 ahead of Lewis. So around the final corner, we've got Andre taking the win. And I'll take on P2 with, obviously, Louis having to settle for third in the Hyundai. Who obviously just said have a good race. You ate them all with ketchup? Oh man. Like literally it's just that flipping corner, isn't it, Timber? The fast right-hander, then onto the left-hander. So we've got Andre taking the win with myself, Danny C, Pete and P2, Louis in third, Buggos in fourth, Becca's in fifth, Alex in sixth, DT Behan in seventh, Boogeyman in eighth, and Felix the only one to retire from this race. That's the last race, I'm afraid. So I just want to spare a moment to say thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Dan AC. If you want some open lobby racing, you know where I am. So just want to say thank you to those who took part on this one. No problem. And well, those who are watching as well, that I'll see if there's any lobbies that are open for those who want to do some open lobbies, whether it's in the GR1s or anywhere else. And yeah, no problem. I'll have a look. Sonic Karting, no problem. I'll get that noted. I've got that noted. And when I do some open lobbies, next time I'll be doing some open lobbies. Obviously, it'll be next Tuesday, obviously. We're going to be running in something different, which I will get to that in a moment. So, obviously, just like to see who we've got that's running some lobbies. For those who want to do some racing, some more racing. So we have got Shocky, who's on, who's running an open lobby on Twitch. All the A or B drivers, or kick. So obviously, Shocky's a guy to go and do some open lobbies for those who like to go and have a look. Let's see who's in there. Obviously, there's anybody that's an A or A plus or B ranked driver rating drivers going onto Shocky's lobby. See if there's anybody else. Friendly clean racing lobby from Max Scoob. Who's in this one? Elton Hagginson. Okay. ZFS. Open lobbies, clean racing, or you will be kicked. See who was in there. Brownie, obviously. There's Brownie, obviously. So, and most of them were on there as well. That don't forget to do your lap times, of course. The online time trials. I mean, if you want to earn some extra credits in the game, and I was smashing the lap times a bit across, well, mostly the Corvette the C5, and I was just like wicked in that car whilst chaining the corners together and so on. Should get a gold with the time I put in. That's over a second quicker than the 59.2. And there's also that where I was nearly 2 seconds and into the 1.26%. And still in the top 100, and I've only just seen that Wally's literally just by thousands of it, and that's without a real spoiler, or without a real spoiler. That's just bonkers when you think about it. All it takes is just by thousands and thousands to take the top spot on my friends list. So that's off to Wally, regardless what happens next, because it's just it's just crazy with how hooked up I probably feel. Although at one point I was 32nd in the world. So obviously, we'll get this 3-star roulette ticket opened, and see what I get this time. I'm not fussed about what I'll get because obviously I got enough money. So I got the nitrous. For what car? It's the Jaguar F-Type GR3 car. It's on a GT3 car. Like it, but you have the energy recovery system on the fitted on a racing car, especially when you have Formula One, where they've got the energy recovery system, where you have the boost package, to use it for defending if needs be, or even set a fast lap. And so, onto the Escapes movies, and I just want to say, approved in the GR1s. I'll take that. I wasn't really sure what to expect to me, whether if I'm going to get a full lobby in there at one point, and I got one. And what a way to get that sorted in the at Le Mans. Obviously, with Le Mans being just a month away. So a lot of manufacturers are involved there also. So just want to say, most of all, thank you very much to those who were tuned in to say hello while passing by or on the go. And thank you to those who took part in my open lobby, as it's been a pleasure regardless. And obviously, and I had fun. And I enjoyed myself out there. And it's good to be back here to do some live streaming, of course. Running to the open lobbies, making sure everybody's having a good time, and therefore that we're just showcasing the sportsmanship on and off it, on the track and off the track. You know what I mean, right? So, anybody liking the content and what I'm doing, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. if you want to see more of my open lobby racing action, as well as some of the league races, which obviously getting closer to get to participate a bit in a league race above all for the first time since, well, between that, there have been like some exhibitions and some proper Garages Ball World Series Manufacturers and Nations Cup rounds that I did in between, and obviously to do a proper one for the first time in ages, a proper league race in what feels like ages. It's just it just feels like it yesterday. But we're getting closer to the British Touring Car Championship when I return as the champion of the series, the reigning champion of the series. So thank you very much for those of you who are tuning in and say hello, and have a great evening, great afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're up to. Most of all, take care, stay safe. And for myself, Dennis C, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.